What's up, y'all? It's your boy TyLoTheGentleman, and for all y'all that want a piece of One Piece, welcome to Wano Piece. Before we even start this video, I want to give a shout out to the Wano Piece Pirate Crew. If you want to join the Wano Piece Pirate Crew, hit that subscribe button below.
Do it!
This week, we are recapping chapters 201 through 220, so we have hit the 200 mark. So, when we last left off, Luffy was putting the whooping on Crocodile, right? So, had his hat real low, you know how Luffy does. Had his hat real low, and he's putting the whooping on Crocodile, just really getting with him. But Crocodile's not done yet. He begins to turn everything around him into sand. So he's just drying out everything. He touches the ground with his hand, and he dries out everything. So imagine, this sword dries out, the laptop dries out, everything, the walls, everything starts to dry out and become sand. Now during this time, we also find out that Miss All Sunday, her name is Nico Robin. When Crocodile starts to destroy things, she leaves with the king to find the true history of Alabasta. Now, Crocodile ends up grabbing Luffy and absorbing all of the water out of him.
He needs some milk!
But what Luffy does, I think Luffy had spit some water in the sky, so the water drops back down and hits him and rejuvenates him, so he gets back up again. And Crocodile's kind of getting fed up because Luffy just keeps on hitting him. Luffy just keeps on coming back from all of Crocodile's attacks. He tried to bury him in this quicksand. He tried to drain his energy, his whole body, and he still keeps coming back. Now Luffy attempts to follow Crocodile, but he eventually falls down because of his wounds he has received in this last battle. Now when the king and Nico Robin get to this stone with the true history of Alabasta on it, she says that there's nothing written there. Her big thing is she wants to know history. She wants to know the actual true history of the world. And she tells Crocodile that this history that he's looking for is not there. So Crocodile then turns on her in order to, because that's his plan. He didn't trust anyone from the whole start of his BW organization. So he turns on her. Around this point, Luffy wakes up. Luffy then proceeds to use his own bloody hands and bloody body to hit Crocodile, because it still counts as like some form of moisture. It doesn't just have to be water to use to hit the Sandman. Vivi finally figures out that the best place for someone to strike these areas would be the watchtower, the clock tower. So she sends everyone there. It's kind of cool what happens. They go rushing to this clock tower, and they all work together. Sanji and Zoro are already halfway up the clock tower because they were trying to find people. So Sanji's like here, and Zoro's up to the next part of the clock tower, and the highest point of the clock tower is about here. So what they do, they use each other to get higher and higher. At one point, Sanji flings them even higher. Sanji flings Chopper and Vivi up in the sky. And then after that, Zoro catches them on his sword and throws them up even higher. And then Chopper throws the princess to where she has to take on these two people in order to destroy the bomb, to stop the bomb. She finds out that it's Mr. Seven and Miss Father's Day that are the two snipers or people set to destroy the city. Now she ends up stopping the bomb, but finds out that there's more to it. So, no, she stops them from shooting it, but finds out that there's a bomb. So now she has to disable the bomb. While this is going on, Crocodile reveals that his hook is poisonous and catches Luffy with it. During this whole time, Sergeant Major Tashigi, the lady with the swords, helps Luffy and their crew by fighting off the BW agents. This helps them get to the bomb in the nick of time. Even though Luffy gets hit by the poisonous hook, he still continues to fight Crocodile. You know, that's just Luffy's way. He's got a very strong will, and his willpower gets him through a lot. Pell the Falcon swoops in and he takes the bomb that they couldn't disarm fast enough. He just takes it high above the city and lets it explodes up there, taking Pell the Falcon with him, which is very sad. I really like Pell. I really like Pell's honor, and I really liked how, you know, he was willing to give his life for the greater good. He was willing to give his life for a country he believed in. And thanks to him, the country would now live on in harmony and peace, but not yet. Luffy's crew, they still need to stop the rebellion, so they decide that they're just gonna start whooping everybody. They put the whooping on everybody. They start going around, knocking everybody down, just knocking them out, knocking them down so they would stop fighting. During this time, Luffy's really whooping, pulverizing Crocodile, and ends up knocking Crocodile onto the battlefield. Now, when Luffy knocks him onto the battlefield, it begins to rain, and the battle stops.
Why are we still here?
Everyone just stops because they're like, wow, it's raining. This is amazing. So now, after this battle is over and everybody's together, they realize that Crocodile was the cause of all this. Crocodile's Shichibukai privileges are revoked by the Marines because of what he's done in Alabasta. They introduce Hina the Black Cage. Her power, her devil fruit power, is like she can lock you in like handcuffs or metal cages or cuffs. She's talking with Captain Smoker, and she's basically saying, why did you use the dance powder? And he's saying, no, I would never use dance powder. Dance powder is illegal, but I think they showed us this to allude to the fact that he did use the dance powder in order to help stop the battle. So he used the dance powder to stop the battle, bring back the rain, and just unify the country again. So Smoker helped, Tashigi helped, Luffy and his crew obviously helped, and they all helped this country come back together. It was very hard because you have people fighting for what they really believe on. Both sides believe they're fighting for the greater good. One side is saying, we're sticking with the king, we know the king wouldn't do this. One side is saying, every sign is pointing that the king did us wrong. You know, but the people overcame in the end. Sadly, a lot of lives were lost in the battles, but you know, that's war and it's just rough. They actually wanted to give Captain Smoker and Tashigi medals for what they did in Alabasta because they didn't want the government, or they didn't want people to know that the Straw Hat Pirates were actually the ones who helped this country get back to peace. So they wanted to kind of say the upper brass, the higher up Marines, they wanted to give these Marines medals and increase their ranks so that people would say, oh, the Marines are the ones who helped the Alabastans. And that's not necessarily true, as we know. But Captain Smoker said, no, you guys keep those medals. I don't want anything to do with it. So they use this person that looks just like Igaram or Mr. 8, and it's actually, her name is Terracotta, and that's his wife. It's crazy how much they look alike. But she's the head servant at the palace. Sadly but surely, the events in Alabasta caused them, the Marines, to increase Luffy's bounty to 100 million and Zoro to 60 million. This is all due to the fact that they took down a Shichibukai. So this means they're really notorious. They're really powerful, so that bounty needs to be higher. Now I know I was thinking that Vivi, Princess Vivi, they were setting it up like Princess Vivi might actually come on the boat with them and actually join the crew, but she actually came to the boat to say goodbye. So
these nuts
found out that Nico Robin slipped on the boat, and she wanted to join the crew.
Bruh.
She wanted to join the crew because she had no other reason left to live, but Luffy saved her from Crocodile, saved him from the building falling down on her. So he saved her, and now she wants to work with them and be a member of the Straw Hat Pirates. So Luffy said yes.
Hell no.
Not everybody agreed with that decision,
no.
but at the same time, she did save them a bunch of times. So she slowly began to win everybody over, and now she's a member of the Straw Hat Pirates. Now during their travels, they come across a sky island named Skypiea, and they find this island after a random huge ship just falls out of the sky. So imagine what kind of damage that causes. A ship falls out of the sky, upside down, hits the water, you know, it's
That's a lot of
causing the ship to
damage.
rock, it's causing the ship maybe to sink a little bit. It's just going all crazy. So now they're trying to figure out what or how to get to this sky island because the log pose is stuck pointing up. They thought it was broke at first, but Nico Robin said, everything you know,
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
just throw it out the window because this is the grand line. Anything is possible.
Make your dreams come true.
Luffy and his crew go underwater to see what they can salvage from this boat. And this is where we meet Masira, the salvaging king. And he looks like a monkey, like Donkey Kong or something like that. And basically he's the salvaging king and he's saying this is his territory. So Nami and Usopp are trying to, you know, pretend like they don't know what's going on and that they kind of want to see how he does it. And he's like, oh, they're novices. They're novices. So let me show them how real salvage goes. So he sends his people down there. His people are getting beat up. He's not sure why. We know why. It's Sanji, Zoro, and Luffy down there putting a whooping on these guys every time they come down there. Masira goes down into the ship under the water, meets Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji. They begin talking. And then they all get eaten while they're in the ship. They all get eaten by a giant sea turtle.
What are those?
And that's where this chapter leaves off. I'd assume there's more One Piece to come. I just need to figure out how they're going to get out of this sea turtle. Let me catch you up on the short comics. So Hachi's going all around everywhere, and he meets some girl that looks like him. Her name is Octopaco, and she is an octopus woman, so he's just falling madly in love with her. The macro fishermen steal the mermaid, and Hachi doesn't like that because the mermaid's his friend, so he comes and destroys their whole ship and takes a big sea creature with him and finds the secret sauce in this sea creature and uses it to, you know, cook things.
Quit mess.
He helps the starving people of the catfish village by cooking them things with this special sauce. He also saves some of this food to bring to Octopaco because he wants to win her over. What they show us is that Octopaco wants the food, but she doesn't want Hachi like that. So I wonder where that's gonna go. It doesn't seem like, it seems like she wants what he has, what he can offer. We know some people in the world like that. There are some guys and some girls that take from their partner only because they want what that person has to offer, but they don't really like that person. Not the best thing to do in my opinion. I think you should shoot straight with people and, you know, find someone you actually love. Alright, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to join the Wano Piece Pirate Crew by hitting that subscribe button. So, I think it's going to be either here or here. Subscribe and check out our other videos. Thank you for watching this one. Peace.